Hello, witches and wizards alike. Welcome to Witch Talk. I am Audrey, and this is Witches Review. There are a couple of things that I wanted to give you guys a heads up about, and a couple of things that I wanted to review for you guys, and a continuation of something of a collection that I've already reviewed. So first, what I'm going to tap into is this. This is for those of you who haven't already watched, I did a witches review on the Harry Potter Ulta line. And the Harry Potter Ulta line came out with a multitude of things, and there were a couple of things that I couldn't get my hands on. And one of them was actually the Quidditch face mask. Now, these face masks, these face masks come in fours. Now, I did buy 2 sets of them for my personal use and then also to give away as gifts. So this is my gift set. There is Hufflepuff, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and Gryffindor. Now, I have used the Ravenclaw because I bought a set for me to use and a set to show. I'm sorry, I didn't, and I bought a set for gifts. My bad. But those are in order for stocking stuffers. So with these three, the Gryffindor is actually infused with bamboo charcoal. Now all of these are made from Korea. They're manufactured by Ulta, and they have these really cool looks about them, and they have a picture of what each looks like. It kind of makes me mad how Gryffindor is like really, really cool looking, and the Hufflepuff is kind of like stupid looking. Like they don't even have their mascot on it or anything. But anyway, so the Gryffindor is infused with bamboo charcoal. The charcoal, as you know, takes away the toxins. Bamboo smooths and moisturizes the skin. Ravenclaw is infused with pomegranate juice. Pomegranate juice is really, really good for purifying the skin, antioxidants. So they give your skin, they put nutritions into the skin, and it's actually really, really great because that's the one that I use. Slytherin is aloe vera juice. Aloe vera juice is used for soothing the skin. It's for moisturizing it also. It's good to help with impurifications. For example, they recommend pregnant women who have stretch marks get aloe vera plant and coconut oil and blend it together and rub it on their stretch marks, and they disappear. And that's bona fide. Used it myself. And then, of course, Hufflepuff is with lime juice. Now, this is the one that I didn't get. Every single one of these, you kind of understand. You know, pomegranates, they're like historically signified as fruit of knowledge. Aloe vera, it's a multi-useful like ingredient. And also it's green. Bamboo charcoal is very straightforward. Charcoal is used about everything. And, I see some of the symbolism that's in these, but this one I don't. It's lime juice. Lime juice is an acidic. It is meant to detox and take away all the toxins out of it. And I didn't get that one. But I'm interested to try it. Now, here's my review on them. It is a single sheet use. With the Ravenclaw one, I love the packaging, by the way. With the Ravenclaw one, when you open it up, it, of course, is into a sheet. And what I like to do with my mask is that I have a rose quartz roller to roll my face mask on. And I sit there and I roll it, and I sit there and I let it sit for about 20 minutes. And I watch Golden Girls or sing the national anthem over and over again, that kind of thing. And when I take it off, okay, after using the Ravenclaw mask, it was very rejuvenating. I really liked it. I liked the effect that it had on my skin because I did it earlier this morning because I wanted the review fresh on my mind. I did it earlier this morning, and I rubbed it in. I rubbed the access in. You know, some people don't rub the access in and rub it into their skin, but I did. I took my fingers and my roller and rubbed it in, and I loved it. And like, my skin feels very renewed. It feels very pretty. It feels very soft. I would actually use this over and over again, and I can't wait to use the rest of them just to see what they're like. I have a friend of mine who's a Slytherin. She's actually my best friend. We call her Blue. And I actually bought a separate thing. I buy her Slytherin, some of the Slytherin part of the stuff, and I give her this. So actually, with the gift ones, I actually have a care package that I'm shipping from Texas to Florida, and it's going to have Slytherin one in it. So that was my first one. They're made in Korea, so they're actually really great products. I definitely highly encourage on getting them. And also, they're not very expensive. I think they're like $8, $10. And they're not very expensive. And I ordered a set to use as stocking stuffers. Because they're really high quality. They're from Korea. I really enjoy Korean, like, skincare products because they have a good reputation. They're very nicely made. And they work. And I recommend, since I'm sending stocking stuffers, not really doing a lot for Christmas and birthdays, I have a couple Harry Potter fans in my family, and I'm going to use that to shuttle them around. So that's something that I highly encourage, like, you buying and trying that for yourself. Now, my next review is going to be on as you know, my knowledgeable entertainment empire, Witchtalk Tower, is LGBTQ plus friendly, highly friendly. As I am a bisexual myself, I am demisexual. We are very friendly. I firmly believe in the principles that it stands for, and this is what I love from this, and this is where I'm going with this. I was gifted this set by my little sister, and it's the Pride Tarot set. Now, the Pride Tarot set, it is something that I really love about it is that it's also very informative. This is what the back of the cards look at that. It's love is love. And I'm going to read to you what this information card is and the dedication to it. It's a collaborative deck. On the 31st of March 2017, Gilbert Baker, the creator of the iconic rainbow flag, sadly passed away. Mr. Baker was both LGBTQ plus activist and artist, and was known for helping friends create banners for protests and marches. To honor the memory of Gilbert Baker, New Fest and NYC Pride partnered with Font Self to create a free font inspired by the design language of the iconic rainbow flag. The font was named Gilbert after Mr. Baker. And you will see the symbolism of how Gilbert is used throughout this deck. It also came with this card, and that's what each of the colors stand for. Red is for life, orange is for healing, yellow is for sunlight, green is for nature, blue is for serenity, and purple is for spirit. For all of my like LGBTQ talks that I want to do in the future, I actually have a coexist pride flag that I use. It's actually hanging up right there. And this is what I want to give you to talk about. So what I use this deck, and there are a couple of cards that I pulled, And it actually goes over the history of being LGBTQ plus. For instance, this is the don't ask, don't tell policy that happened in 2011. This is talking about a girl that came out and she got thrown out of the house for being gay. This is talking about pride and how trans women are real women. And you see that each of them are created by different artists. And then it even goes so far back in history when these two beautiful girls defied their social constructs, and it was a painting based on a true story, defied their social constructs and ran away together because they were in love, and they were also in love with each other. So that was very frowned upon back in the day. And and you will look through this deck and you will see they're made by different artists. The symbolism is absolutely beautiful. It's really great about educational when it comes to history, when it comes to different authors who the symbolism, and these are accurate pieces of history that happens that everyone in the community can understand and back. It's absolutely beautiful. It's just absolutely amazing. My sister really was doing a great job when she gave me this deck, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's incredible. All these artists are either activists or they're part of the community themselves. So this is definitely something that I would take behind, and it's in honor of a great man who really influenced the community from the time he was born to the time he passed away. So I highly encourage picking up this deck and using it because it's absolutely incredible. It's really great for your own self-spirituality, your growth, your emotional growth, spiritual. It's a good all-around deck. It's a deck that I also would use if you need a little more practice with this deck, because it is a theme deck, but I definitely use it. It's absolutely beautiful and wonderful. I absolutely love it. So 10 out of 10. 20 out of 10. So it's fabulous. Next, what we're going to go over. Okay, so how this review came about was everyone was talking about the new Enola Holmes movie. I saw it on Netflix when I kept going to Gilmore Girls. I saw it, I kept seeing it, I kept hearing about it, and a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, it's just so good, so good, so good. Okay, it does have an incredible all-star cast. Henry Cavill, who plays Superman. Millie Bobby Brown, who's in Stranger Things. Sam Claflin, who is from Hunger Games. He played, what's his face? In Love with Annie. Helen Bonham Carter, who played Bellatrix from Harry Potter, who was in Sweeney Todd, who was in a very long-term relationship with Tim Burton. Her resume goes on and on and on. And then Fiona Shaw, who was Aunt Petunia in Harry Potter. And the precedence of this is, let's go to England, and let's go to England during the suffragette movement. And, oh, by the way, spoilers. So if you haven't seen this movie, and you don't want to, and you want to, and you haven't, and spoilers, but it's a great movie to watch, so just stop here and love you. So Helena Bellatrix plays the mom of the Holmes children, which is Sam, who is Minecraft, Sherlock, and then Enola. When the father dies, Minecraft takes over, and Minecraft is he's the older brother, so all the powers that come into a patriarch that you get. The mom is incredibly feminist. She is incredibly brilliant. You see where Sherlock gets his brilliance from. And Enola is the female version of Sherlock. Incredibly intelligent, incredibly smart, incredibly resourceful. This very feminist mother is the head of the feminist movement in London, and she disappears. Absolutely disappears, okay? And she disappears on Enola's 16th birthday. And you definitely see, and one of the things that I really love that Millie Bobby Brown does, who also produced this movie, she's one of the producers on this movie, is the fourth wall breaking that is very common in Sherlock movies and books. And Enola's very quick-witted. She is artistic. She's skilled. She is incredibly smart. Minecraft is annoying, obnoxious, anti-feminist. And I will say this, that when the mother disappears, Minecraft and Sherlock show up at they're trying to find their mom. Minecraft tells Sherlock, look, you're in charge of finding mom. I'll take care of Enola. Well, his idea of taking care of Enola is sending her to a to a female oppressive boarding school and teaching her to become a proper submissive young lady bred for marriage. Which, if anyone knows, no. So Enola follows the steps that her mother has taken. Her mother knowing what Minecraft is, and gives her money and resources, and she goes off to London. And Sherlock is incredibly clever. He's very kind. Sherlock wasn't there a lot when Enola was growing up. And then you see that bond that they form. Very kindred spirits. Brown's acting is absolutely incredible. Then what you happen to see is that Enola, unrealizingly, she winds up solving her first mystery, just like Sherlock. She winds up falling very similarly into Sherlock's shoes, because she has her mother's cleverness. And even it goes to a little bit of this, where she is wrapped up in something that's going around with the Viscount. I won't give it all away. And she winds up disguising herself as a widow to visit the Viscount's family and do some investigating on that part. And she sits there and she tells her reasoning because no one wants to talk about death. Death is a very awkward thing to talk about. And to talk to someone who's grieving is something that makes a lot of people uncomfortable, so they won't talk to me. And I found that incredibly and awfully clever. And you see that cleverness throughout what Enola does. Now, at the end of the movie, and I won't give it all away, was when she runs off to London, she winds up escaping her brothers and, solving this incredible mystery. And it's absolutely incredible how there's the small picture, then there's the bigger picture, which is the small picture is solving this mystery. The bigger picture is what's going on with her mom. And at the end of it, you see this incredible like kindred spirit between her mom and Enola, and then between Sherlock and her. And Sherlock actually highly admires Enola for solving this very huge public case, and before Sherlock did, and he decides to take her on as her apprentice and ward, which I absolutely find wonderful and inspiring. And it's a really great movie. It's a really female strong movie. Millie Bobby Brown had a very big hand on creating it and producing it, which if you see her, she's an incredibly brilliant young girl. It's incredible acting all the way around by some really big names and stars. It's a 10 out of 10. I really highly encourage you guys to read it and watch it. And it actually is a book too, so keep that in mind. So if you want your kids to, and it's very kid friendly, by the way. It's incredibly kid friendly because it is about a girl. But I highly encourage you guys to watch it and to watch it and to watch the brilliance that, where it's like mother and daughter and sister and brother, like similarities that got created with this beautiful character in this beautiful world of Enola and the Holmes. So I definitely encourage that. So that is all for Witch Talk Review today. I recorded the Maybon episode, edited it, but for some reason it's not formatting me to upload it, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to reformat it today and upload it again and give it a try, and I'm so sorry. And I've learned my lesson when it comes to these holiday things, that I'm going to have to record 6 weeks ahead of time, or at least 4 weeks, and really get it all done and then drop it a couple of days before so you guys have it for your resource material. But I'm so sorry that it's taking so long to get the Maybon episode. I apologize. But thank you guys so much for being patient. Thank you guys so much for being loving. Well, this is Witch Talk Review. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I enjoyed very much when it comes to these things. Don't forget that the Chinese deities will be dropping today also with Cup of the Crone. There's a huge article coming out about different types of witches and their abilities coming out in the next couple of weeks. So thank you guys so much. I have a puppy and he's demanding pets. So how's your sis? Huh? How's your sis? Touch. Let's see if they'll do it. Let's see if they'll do it. Touch. Come on. Touch. Touch. So thank you guys so much for being with Cup of the Crone. I am Audrey. This is Xerxes. And you guys have a great day. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.